Thursday evening now, and I am feeling inspired to make a vlog. It is the start of a long weekend for me. It's going to be a 4-day long weekend, and today was a very long day at work. It's not even that like it was very busy or very stressful, but I just felt like I had a lot to get done before I could feel fine with leaving everything behind for the weekend. So I am glad to be home, and it is time to make dinner. I don't really know what I'm gonna be making tonight. My husband is working late as well, trying to get things wrapped up before the long weekend, and he basically said to eat without him if he's not home by the time I have finished making dinner. So I'm just weighing my options. I'm excited for the weekend ahead. It's been a while since I've gotten a good number of consecutive days off of work like this. So I'm really hoping to just catch up on tidying up around my home. I feel like things have gotten a bit chaotic, very behind on laundry. Hope to catch up on that, but also I think we're planning to go to this garden center that we really love this weekend to pick up some stuff for the garden outside. I'm hoping to get some lovely flowers or maybe some more vegetable plants to add to our garden, and hopefully I'll be spending time with friends this weekend, seeing my family. Lots of fun things ahead. I want to do some writing this weekend. It has been a while. I say it's been a while, but really I was just writing last week, but I don't know. It's been a whole thing. If you saw my other vlog, I was very busy last weekend, and then this week has just kind of been a bit of a blur, but I'm gonna cook dinner now. This is one of the meals I'd already planned on cooking this week, but I just realized it's more time sensitive than the other stuff I have because I have some naan and other things in the fridge. I'm going to be making a shakshuka? Am I saying that right? It's like a sort of tomato-y stew, and then you put eggs into it and you can have yogurt with it, and it's really good to dip stuff in. And I don't really have a recipe for it, but maybe I can find one and post it for you down below. Spent the morning at Garden Works, the garden center that I mentioned last night. We wanted to pick up some vegetables to plant in our vegetable garden and got some flowers so we can replant the pots that we have out on the patio, so things will be nice and pretty for the spring and summer ahead. I love going to that garden center because they have a cafe built into the garden center and like a whole sort of gift shop thing, so there's not just plants and garden stuff, but there's all sorts of things to look at, and it's nice making the trip out there to get some breakfast and then to just shop around. Even if I didn't have a garden to plant stuff in, I think I would still make it a special trip just to go and take a look. And they also sell indoor plants. It is the Garden Works in Mandeville, but I think they also call it the Garden Works in Burnaby. Anyways, it's always very nice to go out there. And it's just a beautiful day today, so I think the plan for the rest of the day is to plant the plants that we bought. We also have to go vote in our election. This weekend is advance voting, so we want to get on top of that. So if we can squeeze that in today, we will do that. I think other than that, it'll just kind of be taking it easy, enjoying the day off of work, and just seeing where things take us. Last night, I ended up watching All of Us Strangers, which was a very good movie. It was very unexpectedly sad, and I'm still thinking about it today. If you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. It left me thinking for a while afterwards about, I guess, loneliness is the way to describe it. But yeah, it was nice to just relax yesterday evening, and then getting caught up on laundry while I was watching the film. I was able to fold a bunch of my laundry, and then this morning I was just organizing some stuff, and I'm feeling like I'm slowly getting on top of things again, but it'll be good to spend some time out in the garden and making things pretty again. Here are all the plants we got. I don't know all their names, but we've got another tomato to plant, and lots of flowers, and I think there's a cucumber plant somewhere in here. Good morning, it is Sunday now, and I am about to go and visit my parents. We're gonna go get some dim sum, I think, and then hang out for a bit today. We skipped over Saturday because it was a potato day, and I am working on sort of a secret project, which I know it's very annoying when people say that and they don't reveal it, but I'm working on something for a friend, and I know she watches my vlogs, and I don't want her finding out about the surprise, but I will be telling you about it more in the future. But most of my day was sort of spent doing some sneaky planning on that and taking it easy. I conquered a whole bunch of laundry, got grocery shopping done, and really just relaxed. So I'm looking forward to enjoying this Sunday, spending it with my parents and my family. Excited to go see our family dogs again. I think that's the plan for today, and we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. Now, and when I got home I took it easy. It was pretty close to dinner time, so my husband and I just wanted to spend some time together. We've been watching White Lotus, which has been very entertaining, and we've just started season 3. This morning I woke up, went to my exercise class. I thought maybe I could sleep in a bit, but for this entire weekend I have been waking up at my usual time and not being able to fall back asleep, so I took that as a sign to just get back into routine with my exercise classes, because it's been about a week since I last went to one and I need to get back into it. I took a little break because my knees were really bugging me. I don't know why. They're better now, which is good, and it felt really good to just get in an early morning workout. I came home, I made a batch of granola for this week. I'm probably going to do some more meal prep later today, but right now I'm going to head out to go meet a friend. We are going to take a walk and probably look at the beautiful cherry blossoms outside. I don't really know how to dress today because it's very cloudy. It looks like it could rain, but then there's like hints of sunshine. Yeah, so I don't know if it's shorts weather or I don't know. I settled on pants and a like floral top because we're looking at cherry blossoms. I'm very excited to go for a walk with her, and then I think later today it's probably just going to be me video editing, doing a little bit more tidying up and prep for the week, and then that'll be it for my weekend. But I'm gonna head out on my walk.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow.
It is many hours later. It's almost 6 o'clock now. I have just spent the last hour or so video editing. To give you an update, I had a wonderful time with my friend, and it's always really nice chatting with her, and honestly it's really inspiring. She runs her own business, and we were talking about how it's really hard to like put yourself out there, and how I feel like I'm always in this cycle of feeling really inspired and creative to get a whole bunch of writing done or film a vlog, and then once I get to the stage of like editing, whether it's editing my writing or editing a video or even just thinking about that process, I freeze up and suddenly like all this self-doubt comes in and I just can't bring myself to do it, even though it's always fine in the end. Like once I sit down to write or edit, it's fine after the first 5 minutes. Or if I sit down to video edit, it's fine after I just get started doing it, but the hardest part is always starting. And she made this suggestion to me that sounds like it's been working very well for her, to set up a ritual before you begin any of these tasks, so that you can also find something in it to like ground yourself when you do have these feelings of like nervousness or anxiety. I was thinking about what kind of ritual I could do, and some parts of it have been something I've been doing unknowingly. Sometimes I just make myself do a task by sort of counting backwards in my head, like 3, 2, 1, go, and I just kind of like force myself to do it, which doesn't always work because I can spend a lot of time getting up to counting down to those 3 seconds. But yeah, just talking with her, I was like, you know, a really good ritual for me before I sit down to video edit or to write, which I think I've sort of been doing unknowingly in the past, is, you know, like making myself a nice cup of tea or getting a nice glass of water and sitting down. And something I don't really share, but especially before I video edit, there is one song I will like listen to, because when I sort of do like the initial video editing where I don't really need to listen to myself talk or anything, and I'm just kind of scanning through the footage to get an idea of how I want to fit it all together, is Francesca by Hosier. It's just such a good song. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling, but I think setting up a ritual for myself for something would be really nice, because in all honesty, I said I was going to video edit this afternoon, and after I came back from my hangout with my friend, I had lunch, did a little bit more tidying up around, and then I just procrastinated and procrastinated until it was like 5 p.m. and by the time I was done lunch, it was only 2. So really, I spent 3 hours doing I don't know what, just kind of puttering around, sitting on my phone. It doesn't feel great, but it's something I would like to work on going forward, because once I got going with the video editing at 5, I wish I could spend more time on it, but it is time to make dinner, which I am excited for. And I'm excited because I get to make another recipe from the Stardew Valley cookbook. Over December and heavily into January and February, I have been super into Stardew Valley once again. I hadn't played it for a very long time, but with the new update, I became obsessed again. I was playing it like every extra minute I could, basically, which also maybe explains why I wasn't making much writing progress, but that's okay. It's been a long time since I've gotten so absorbed in a video game like that again, so it was really nice. And cooking all the food, I had to get myself the cookbook, which I've been really enjoying. I've made like the cookie recipe in here and the pepper poppers. Both have been very delicious. And tonight I'm gonna try making the tropical curry. The tropical curry is meant to be like served in like a pineapple half. So you're supposed to have like at least 2 to 3 whole pineapples to use as the bowl. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna make it as is. The recipe also calls for Jamaican curry powder, which I could not find at the grocery store when I did my like weekly shop. But I found this like Jamaican jerk seasoning, so I think I'm gonna combine that with some other spices that I found in a recipe online to make a substitute, and I hope it tastes fine. And I'm gonna add shrimp to the recipe because it doesn't have shrimp, but protein is good. So yeah, that's my little ramble for you. I need to go and start making dinner, but I'm very excited to make another just fun recipe. I've been finding myself a little bit bored with cooking recently, so I've been going back into the cookbooks that I have to like find recipes that I haven't normally cooked to sort of spice things up, because I feel like I'm just sort of making the same things over and over again, which is fine, but I want something new. And also, while editing my most recent vlog, I realized that I talked about my trivia night and it being like the penultimate night before the finale, but I didn't vlog during the week. I wasn't vlogging during the time that the actual finale happened, but if you're interested, I will give you an update. I ended up making us more of the like number 3 medallions, so this is our like 3rd trivia finale. When we finished second to last night, we did not do very well. We basically gave ourselves kind of no chance of coming back into first unless the other team basically didn't show up, getting 0 points. And then we did so wonderfully, we like bumped ourselves back up there, which is okay. You can't win every trivia night, and it's really just for fun. It's always a lot of fun at trivia, and I always look forward to it. But the really unexpected thing was that the team who came in first place very kindly in advance had decided to like split the first place prize with us, which was so unexpected, but we were so touched by it. We have a nice little rapport with the other team, but they like really didn't have to do it, and we were so touched. I was kind of like tearing up a bit because I don't know, meeting for these trivia nights, it's not about the winning, it's about like spending time and getting to do things. But we were so close to first, it was kind of like, it would have been nice because the prize was very fun. And they decided to, split the prize with us because it's a whole bunch of these like exit room escape games, which is going to be so fun to play with my trivia team. I've never done one of these before. Supposedly they're all just sort of like a one-time use. You do a room escape with them and that's it. So I don't know if you were interested in the status of trivia for me, because it's honestly been a highlight of my week for all these seasons that we've been going. It's like a night I can look forward to every week. Kind of like the writers' nights that I do. It's nice to have your week like punctuated by something you can look forward to like that. It's been a very awesome added benefit to my life, and I want to share it with you, but I have to go make dinner now. I have my apron on, I'm gonna tie up my hair, I'm gonna put on my headphones, and I'm probably just going to listen to a podcast or maybe watch some YouTube videos and just kind of zone out as I cook. I need to put away the granola from earlier, and I also need to meal prep my lunches for this week. Even though the week has already started, I did not work today, which has been very nice, and I'm very thankful I could take the day off and relax. But yeah, no talking from me. My lunches are also going to be, I think, like a sweet potato, turkey, sausage kind of hash sort of thing. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out as I go, but for real this time I'm gonna get to cooking. The tropical curry turned out fantastic. It was really delicious, and I liked the addition of the prawns and sort of using my own prawn stock for it. If you happen to cook from the Stardew Valley cookbook and are going to make that recipe, I would highly recommend it, replacing the vegetable broth with your own homemade prawn broth. I think if I were to make it again, I would probably add a little bit of like a cornstarch mixture to thicken it up. But overall, I really enjoyed the recipe, and it was delicious with some rice and some cilantro on top. And the pineapple was a very nice surprise. My husband didn't know I put pineapple in it, so he was kind of surprised when he bit into some pineapple thinking it was a potato. But I guess that'll conclude this vlog. I've already hopped into the next week, and I had a really nice long weekend. It was nice to just sort of focus on life outside of work. And I know I said I was planning on doing some writing during this vlog, but it didn't end up happening, and that's okay. I know that writing cannot happen all the time as much as I would like it to, and as much as I would like to finish my novels and get them done, I realize that life is busy and like I have other priorities other than writing, so it's hard to make writing a priority, but that doesn't mean that I'm, giving up on it or anything. I'm gonna continue on. It's nice to just take time to enjoy life, and I'm really trying to develop the mindset of enjoying things and not feeling bad for not being able to work on the projects that I love so much all the time, if that makes sense. Because other things are important to me too. Spending time with my family, spending time with my friends, spending time with myself, just to make sure I'm like recharged and can stay on top of my work life and life outside of work. I hope that made sense. Thank you for coming along with me on this long weekend. I think it was very needed, and it was nice to recharge and just have some fun. So thanks for coming along and for spending some time with me. If you haven't already, it would mean a lot if you left me a like on this video. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe for maybe more videos like this. I also make videos about my writing journey. And if you feel so inclined, maybe you can tell me something fun that you did on this Easter weekend, if you did anything or if you celebrate Easter. But that's it for me. I will see you again very soon. Bye!